Craig was an inspirational character to all his friends and his family. Played for Falkirk FC. Unfortunately, 2 weeks into signing his professional contract, he passed away. Friends, family have come together to create the Craig Gowans Memorial Fund. So we're down here to play 105 hours of 11-a-side football. It's exactly what it says on the tin. You've got to be here for the whole time. So it kicks off at 1 o'clock down here at Ainslie Park, Spartans, and it ends at 10 o'clock on Wednesday night. And that is, sleeping, eating, pitch side. You're not allowed to leave. And this is our home for the next 5 days.
We know we're looking at a very prestigious event here today, and I know that everybody will give it that. And 10 hours of football from now, you'll be thinking to yourself when you're really tired, oh God, this is too much for me. Just think there's only 98 hours to go. And that should give you a bit of inspiration.
Yeah, keen to get on, keen to score a few goals. I think we're 2-0 down at the moment, so super subs are about to come on. A little bit stiff, but hopefully these bikes will sort it out, and a bit of stretching before we get on, so it should be good.
If anything, the pace is probably a bit fast actually. We're all going for it as if it was a 90-minute game instead of 105 hours, but we'll get on there and slow it down.
It's a great organised event by the lads, on behalf of Craig Gowans, his family, but the donation to the Sick Kids Foundation.
See, the big thing as well, this is going to be the toughest thing they'll ever do, but it'll be one of the best things they'll ever do in their life. They'll look back on it when they're older, maybe in another 10 years' time, they'll look back, they'll all go out for a dinner, say, do you remember that day?
A bit of a sleepless night, a good graft from some of the guys that actually lucked out on the breaks, having 2-3 hour breaks there, but I think I'll be made to suffer in the last 2 nights, but all's well just now, thanks to the support staff, and looking forward to the rest of the challenge.
To get this set up, to do what they've done is fantastic achievement. They'll get it. I'm 100% convinced that they'll do it and break the world record. Knowing all Craig's friends and the Gowans family and the spirit that's in that family, then that won't be a problem. Then they'll come up and they'll break it. And I should have brought my team down here to do the 5 days work that these guys are doing, and maybe they might appreciate it, the hour and a half that we work them a day.
I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. I mean, who would have guessed we could have got 36 players together to play over 100 hours of football. It's just awe-inspiring, absolutely amazing. And all the funds that have been raised will go towards projects in the new hospital. So Craig's memory will last on and on in the new hospital, which is just amazing.
Yeah, so it's the evening of day 3. A lot of us are starting big 12-hour shifts. We've had a lot of rain today, which has not been great, but spirits are really still very high. We passed the halfway mark this afternoon. There was bagpipers and drummers came along, so it's really good. We're on the tail end now, so I think we're just looking forward to finishing and getting it all sewn up.
get some of the shifts when you go on and the kind of muscles are actually feeling alright and the blisters aren't too bad, but then after that shift you're bound that you're going to be in a lot of pain. But I think like Murray said, we kind of feel that we're on the downhill now, and I did a night shift last night, so I've got another one tonight, and then I think tomorrow I'll be the end is almost in sight.
Night time is a lot more a lot more internal looking, so it's quiet, the referee doesn't blow his whistle, and it's just boys getting themselves through it. Yeah, really eerie. Just boys getting themselves through it.
But yeah, the morale's definitely higher during the day with the crowd behind you and the music and whatnot, but at night it's quite surreal, to be honest. Yeah, it's eerie, I think it's a good word to describe it.
You know, before something like this, you're like, oh, yeah, it's 5 days, you know, you'll just get through it. But then when you start doing it and get into it, it's physically, I think the boys are okay. The support team's been incredible. We just had food ploughed into us, so mentally we've been, physically it's been brilliant. It's just sort of mentally getting through. That's why today's been so good, getting past halfway.
These lads are putting a magnificent shift day after day, and as I say, I think the only word to describe is it's so proud and honoured to be in their company and watch what's happening, because it's truly remarkable how the humour's never dropped once, and this is a slog by no manner of means. I mean, what these guys are doing is going to be a Guinness World Record, there's no doubt about that. And as I say, I can only say that I think I speak on behalf of their parents, that we are so proud of every one of them, and I certainly know that the person that they're playing for, which is our son, Lindsay's brother, my son, he wouldn't be able to thank them enough for what they're doing here. The 6 kids, I'm sure they're exactly the same, but there's not really many words to describe how I feel, and very mixed emotions, very emotional. I think tomorrow night is going to be a very emotional evening for everybody, and we're thoroughly looking forward to it.
I mean, as I say, last night was tough. The rain pelting down, the lads were struggling, to be deadly honest, but as I said, we're over that hill, we're on our home straight, and we're all kind of pumped up to just get this done.
10 o'clock on Wednesday seems like an absolute dream right now. It's been tough. Picked up a wee injury, which isn't ideal. It's stopping me from moving on the pitch, which is really boring to have to kind of stand around for such long durations watching other people play. But yeah, no, I can't wait for the end. We have been saying from the beginning it's kind of mind over matter, but there's only so much your mind can do when your body's screaming stop.
The primary feeling is one of extreme tiredness. We're all absolutely knackered, sleep deprived, but absolutely delighted, proud and relieved to have achieved the challenge that we set out to achieve, and I think it's going to be a pretty buoyant dressing room after the game tonight.
It's kind of a bit mixed emotions. I can't wait to get to bed. I've been kind of thinking about my bed all day today, to be honest. The wet tent after a good 6-hour session in the rain isn't the greatest thing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting home.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just elation, joy, happiness, but also just, you know, recollection on how great person Craig was. Look at the crowd around here, and look at the guys that have just played 105 hours.
I'm just over the moon, absolutely thrilled to have done what we set out to do. You know, this was a project that we undertook a year ago, and we were unsure at times we'd be able to do it, and it's just absolutely overwhelming, and thrilled just to see so many people happy and delighted to get the target that we set out to do.